And we welcome you back to Mitchell Athletic Complex on Long Island. Night number 2 of Goodwill Games track and field action. We await the start of the women's 100-meter hurdles. There you see the World and Goodwill Games records, the world record standing since 1988. In the field tonight, Cheryl Dickey. The Red Shades won her first U.S. outdoor title last month in New Orleans. And en route, in a preliminary, ran a 12.72 in the preliminaries. So Cheryl Dickey in New Orleans, claiming the U.S. championship out of lane 1. Also in the field is Melissa Morrison, wearing number 387. Melissa Morrison, the youngest of 9 children in her family. She placed 4th at the Nationals, placing 4th on the same day that one of her 3 sisters died after a battle with lymphoma. It has been a very difficult time for Melissa Morrison, who had to make the decision whether or not to run that day, and she talked about it with us.
I knew before I left to go to Nationals that she wasn't doing well at all. I spoke with her right before I left because she was in and out. And I went to her and I asked her, I said, do you want me to go? She said, I want you to go and I want you to be strong for me. And that's all I had to hear. So I said, I'll be strong for you and you'll be strong for me and I'll see you when I get back. And I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Carol, she has had to put up with so much personal tragedy in her life.
You know, this is the woman who is very, very strong. She lost her father in April, a niece last winter. She had a scope on her left knee in October and had a root canal when she arrived in Athens, Greece for the '97 World Championships. She has gone through a lot, but each time she comes back and does very well.
She's right next to Angie Vaughn. They had a photo finish in Rome last Monday.
Amazing. Angie Vaughn just finished her collegiate career at University of Texas, and usually athletes that finish their collegiate career, they're real tired after that, but Angie Vaughn has been outstanding this year.
And so we await the start of the 100-meter hurdles for women, and there you see the lane assignments. Keep your eye on lane 4, Melissa Morrison, right next to her, Angie Vaughn, and the U.S. champion Cheryl Dickey in lane 6. You look at this field, any other names jump out at you with a chance? Michelle Freeman do anything for you?
Definitely. Michelle Freeman was a bronze medalist at the World Championships last year. Has always been right there, but never able to come home with a gold medal. She has been running very well also and trains with Angie Vaughn. Perhaps these 2 training partners have something to say, but you know, Angie Vaughn has just really been rounding into shape, even after I said earlier that long collegiate season. Cheryl Dickey, the veteran, has been around for a long time, knows what she's doing. And Melissa Morrison, probably the one who has stepped out as the next great hurdler for the United States.
We had a few false starts in the men's 110. And we see right now, this is not a false start. This is just hold everything. We're not quite ready to go here.
There's a major distinction between what she did right there. What she did, she raised both of her hands. That tells the starter, you know what, I am not comfortable. She will not be charged with a false start. They will just call everyone up as they did, and they will ask them to resettle back in the blocks. Now, that's a smart thing to do, but sometimes people do not think quick enough to do something like that. She gets back in the blocks, nothing against her, very important factor. Angie Vaughn has one of the fastest times in the world this year and knows she has a chance to win this race. And they have a very slight tailwind, which could be a factor. With the height of the women in this race, which are all around 5'5", 5'6", a tailwind is good. Now, I was 5'11". When I ran the hurdles, I love to have a headwind because I always got too close. A nice aiding tailwind for these ladies will be a plus.
The women's 100-meter hurdles. They're in the blocks. And it's a fair start. In lane 3, Michelle Freeman out well. Can anybody catch her? Michelle Freeman in lane 3, Angie Vaughn in lane 5.
Angie Vaughn ran an incredible race because she was so far behind. And when you're in a race such as this one, she knows for a fact, because that's her training partner, Michelle Freeman. Michelle Freeman always gets out very, very fast. She's also been a world champion indoors. Now, Angie Vaughn knew that she was out fast, but you know what? She ran very smart because she said, you know what? Michelle is out there quickly. Run my own race, run in my own lane, and I can win this race. Take a look at the technique here. Angie Vaughn is on the left side of your screen. Michelle Freeman in the green on the right side. Even stumbles at that point, and that might be the point where Angie Vaughn was able to catch her. You see Melissa Morrison in the middle smashing a couple hurdles, puts her out of the race. Angie Vaughn's shoulders were very, very straight, very direct. That's what a great hurdler has, especially a woman. See from the side, look at the lead Michelle Freeman puts up very quickly, and that's Gillian Russell with the number 7 on her hip in the green. But look at Angie Vaughn walking Michelle Freeman down at this point as she gets a big jump at the end of the race.
Surprised with Cheryl Dickey's performance here?
Well, you know what? In this type of race, you don't know what's going to happen because, you know, you hit a hurdle and you're out of the race. It goes by so quickly.
Morrison finishing 6th. Melissa Morrison. First is Angie Vaughn. Gillian Russell takes the silver, and Michelle Freeman taking the bronze medal.